Well, welcome back into the final match. Could we be seeing overtime? Who knows? But Sam, we're going to be seeing Heat style on the CT side.
Yeah, they won their knife round, so a little bit of we thought they were starting on T side, and I was gonna mold for like half a second, but no, they did choose the CT side, so I think this makes a little bit more sense. Let's see if they can create that all-important buffer that we do love talking about.
First skill's going to be going out, but they're going to be going up against him, going in for the aggression. The counter-frags are going to be coming through. Sobol be able to get that for himself. Exile is going to have to drop down. Let's go into these frags, but honestly, he should have stayed up above. And now he's going to get absolutely slaughtered. And now Lucky has to defend and hope that they don't find him. Unfortunately, he's not in the best position. Body as well. Afro trying to decide what the hell they're going to be able to do here, because unfortunately, they've just crumpled under this. Maybe they should have started out on the T side at this rate. Had every opportunity to be able to the advantage on this, but they failed. Headshot going to be coming out. Sparrow's going to be very low, even lower. His body's going to be able to take the kill, and now he needs to drop down. Afro, he's going to be here. Has to take these shots, waits for them to cross over, gets the bomb planter right in the dome, delivers the bullet where it was asked for, and now Body is going to be on site, having to work this out for himself. If he failed last time, he's going to fail again, but Lucky's going to be here. Try and clutch this out in a 1v2, takes the first kill. Goofy goes down. Snatch's position is known. Lucky has to be super careful here. He does not have the range advantage. He can't one-tap this player. And now the doors are closed on him. Push, and the rotation is going to be coming through. He has to play this super smart, but it's going to be Snatchy going up in towards the vents, but he can't do anything here. He's going to have to go for the push. He still might be able to get this out. He's going to go upstairs and up the ladder. 10 seconds remaining. He has to go in for the plant. He can't fail this as well. He has to play completely aggressive, but he's failed it completely. Now Lucky just has to play and run away. Down. 3 HP. They're going in for the peak. A little bit of lag on stream. Doesn't really matter. We're going to be seeing this go through. Lucky's completely flashed. He may well go down, but no, he catches the hip. Gets the clutch, and somehow Snatchy wasn't able to bring that one through.
I mean, wow, he had like 2 HP towards the end there, and he's playing a serious game of cat and mouse towards the end. Flash comes out as well, just not enough to help him bring that one home. But, I mean, they keep it scrappy, and if that round is anything to go by, then this should be a pretty good map. You know, one of the things I wanted to touch on was this has been one of the maps that Heat will sometimes pick into as their first pick, but statistically it is actually it is Wisla's best map. So I feel like this could kind of go either way.
Either way, indeed, that was so close, right down to the wire. Lots of failures inside of Heat, but they're able to close it out. Wisla not able to quite do themselves justice there, but they did very well to be able to do what they did. They got the bomb plant, they got the money in the bank, and now they're going to be able to buy, but Afro is going to be shutting this down. He has to pick up another one, gets tagged heavily, backs off. 19 HP left on Goofy, who seems to be the player who keeps on getting tagged down. Last game, we saw him getting legged by an AWP multiple times. Afro, though, difficult situation. He's only got 8 HP. As soon as he peeks and gets hit once, he's dead. It's going to be a Mac 10 coming in from his left-hand side. He's not going to see it coming. He drops down. Extra money in the bank for Sparrow, one of the AWP players here. Needs every kind of bit of money in the bank, as it were. I do appreciate this push up in towards heaven. Size here has got his MP9. Lucky outside silo. He's got information for his team. Bro is going to be up above, but Lucky from the silo is going to be able to get a kill. The incendiary grenade is going to be coming through. The spray completely fails. They're going to be dropping down, but it's going to be Yoko with the MP9. Finds one. Grenade going to be getting delivered, but no, never mind. He decides against it for a split second. Body's going to be going up in towards vents. He's now going to be able to drop one. He's going to be down to last player left alive. He gets one. Trade is out. They do need to make sure they recover these rifles. Okay, they did get it. I thought for a split second they didn't.
Well, it's to be expected that Heat would come away with that one, but again, this will make it very, very close at the very least. Not going to do too much so early on in the map, particularly for Heat's economy. Yes, okay, Afro is still down on just 1 USP, but probably aiming to be able to buy up into something a little bit more chunky in the next round should they win this.
Be careful, bro. It's making quick work of Afro. I'm not sure what he was trying to achieve there with the USP, but hey, he tried. I think. Lucky. Gonna be able to do something here. Bro, just gonna carry on pushing. At Mac 10 allowed him to buy up into the AK. Snatchy's going to get tagged down heavily by that. By the flames getting licked. jedqr pushing up in towards heaven. Lucky is found. One of the players who's been doing absolutely fantastic. Are we going to be seeing this team completely ecoed? Spiro. Play here. Does get taken down. Body finds a headshot, but at the same time, Exercise is going to be falling. Now Body has to push outside, try to find this trade-off, but it's not going to happen. It's Snatchy from above. Is going to, well, on site rather, is going to get the kill. 1v2. They know exactly where he is. They're going to switch on back around. I don't know if you can hear their footsteps. They might have given that away, actually. I think they might have stepped for a split second too long. So he should have been able to hear that coming. He's only got 13 bullets left in the mag, though. Keep that in mind. So they decide to push down onto him. Down this ladder. That's going to be an interesting play. It might not get seen. It does, though. Reload has to come out. 7 bullets left. Goofy now has an M4 of his own. The reload can't really happen. The bomb is recovered. Now in towards Squeaky. This play is going to be pushing, and he still gets the kill with his last bullet. Somehow he clutches it out in that 1v2.
Spero and Snatchy do as much as they possibly can in that round, bringing it down to fairly even numbers. Comes down to the 1v2 there, but Joko does really well to hold his own. Makes it very difficult, first of all, to hold on to the bomb, then to get the bomb back, and then once you've got it, just to get in onto the side. He just gatekeeps that side for all he's worth. A much needed round here for Heat, and alright, I like this aggression. Cool.
Be going down, but he managed to get one. Body lines them up, takes them down. 3k for him, and it's going to be leaving Sobol. The last one left alive. He just has to do economical sort of damage right now. Even saving that AK isn't going to be enough for them going into the next round. So realistically, he has to do something here. Although, you know what, chuck it over towards one of his teammates. I think it was Spero who had the AK beforehand, which almost won them that last round. Just have to do something here with this, but trying to even recover the bomb. He's picked up a lot of utility here. Well, I say a lot. It was a flash and a molly. Body picks up 4, and you know what? He's 3 away from beating his last KD.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he heard us in the pre-round, pre-map, and was just like, all right, rolled up his sleeves, getting ready. For him to get that much value through a pixel between the smoke and the canister to just mow down 3 players, I mean, that's a round that Wisla, that's a huge misplay. You're not really expecting him to be that deep, but to just line up like that.
A bit of an aggressive play towards the vent here. If they do try to go down, they're going to be in a whole heap of trouble. That's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to be dropping one after another. Bomb has now gone down. The third player can't really do too much, but Body's managed to pick up 2. Lucky playing the information play. Snatchy be in a good position as well. Edgar's going to be able to get a kill, and that's going to be the USB on this play. Still managed to get this kill. Up to Tech 9 for his trouble. Spero tries to do what he can, and look at that. He gets 2 headshots, but couldn't quite get the kill on an exercise in Afro. But what a hell of a play from him with the pistol.
Body just finding himself in just the right place at just the right time. The fact that the third person then follows down as well, like 2 of your teammates just died down there. I suppose maybe you're expecting Body to have rotated away, but nah, he's still holding strong in vent. And there you go. That's gonna be another 3k for Body, who seems to have a point to prove here, consistently shutting down all of the aggression from Wisla.
Sure. So I'm gonna have to do a lot here. Down a player. Body 9-3 now. He's achieved more than he did in last game. Happy to see it. And realistically, this is what needs to happen. But Exercise, he's currently on 0 kills. I know chat want to see him go all the way to 007, but who knows if that's going to happen. Yoko's going to be able to get the opening kill. Never mind, it was actually Afro who stole that away from him, but they're going to be pushing him nonetheless. He gets the frag, and the bomb is going to be dropped. Sobol's going to be able to get the kill. There's only 2 of them left. When Spero, the information is played out. He goes over the screen, gets the kill. 1 player left alive outside, going towards hell. 1v4. He's managed to do a clutch before with an MP9, but it wasn't a 1v4. He managed to get I think it was 2 players left with the MP9. Afro, though, catches him off guard, gets the kill, and very well played from the side of Heat to retain most of their weapons.
Oh, Wisla really struggling here on this T side. I mean, okay, somewhat to be expected. but they really wanted to do a little bit more. And what makes it really sad is that, you know, again, it's not a case of doing the same thing over and over again and hoping for different results. They really are trying to be dynamic, changing up a lot of their plays from round to round, trying to find new openings, new ways to aggress. They haven't really changed up their pacing too much, though, which I think might be something that they could look towards in the future. But for now, it's another eco round, and we're all just going to run through Secret, I guess.
Yep. Out through Narnia. Jogo is going to be the position to be able to shut this down, but his position is cooled. Some initial damage. Afro's going to get tagged down heavily as well. Bomb is going to be making its way over, but still got a long way to go at the moment. The Molotov's going to be going down, but not before he's able to move and take frag with him. He's going to be going over towards double doors. He's going in for the spray, but he's only got a limited amount of bullets left. I think it was 11. He's going to have to go in for the swing on over. Fantastic play by them. Sobol over towards the A site, gets a kill, gets a weapon for himself, and the bomb is going to be going down. Snatchy is going to get dropped. It was a distraction. Wisla really needed Sobol. He's playing counter-aggressive. This is what he needs to do, but is he going to count for Afro? He is. He gets the kill. Doesn't quite realize there's another player right there. CTs have a combined HP of 23 HP. Quick math. Getting it right for once.
Hey, good job. Except it's 23.
Yeah, that's what I said. 23 HP. Nah, I said 23. Sobol.
Well, that's 5.
Yeah, well, never mind. He's got 5 HP now. Doesn't even matter. You know what? 6 rounds in the bag. I would take that if I was them, right?
Yeah, 100%. You know, I mean, we've seen them do more with less. So 6 rounds? Yeah. Oh, that's unlucky. Nice little wrap around there just to get another little kill and try to put a bit more of a dent into the eco, but at least we're still in this at least. That was a good round, I felt like. It was, you know, I kind of spoke about how they've been changing up a lot of their approaches. They haven't really changed up the tempo too much, and this was something that we hadn't seen really, you know, just a rush, plant some smokes, run straight through Secret, get down towards the B site, and somehow lock it down with, like, Sparrow on a wild flanking mission all the way around towards the A side, or towards ramp, excuse me. So getting a lot of value out of that, creating that pincer that we do love so much. That's going to be their first round there, and it was an eco as well, so that's why they've got a little bit of extra cash to spend here.
Yeah, interested to see what they're going to be able to do. It does apparently sound like we are going to have a little bit of a long tech break into this front, so instead of talking over it, we're going to take a quick break, maybe get some fresh air, and we'll be back in probably like anywhere between 60 to 90 seconds. So don't go anywhere. Stick around. We'll see you in a moment. Be able to do on this one. Managed to pick up 1 round. Unfortunately, Sparrow is not able to hit those shots. The AWP on Snatchy, though, may well stand a chance. All he has to do is shoot. Unfortunately, Afro is going to catch him off guard, peeking up, making full use out of that smoke. Afro, honestly, his kills that off this game have been really effective. Now over towards ramp, we're going to be seeing a double kill from these players. Third one coming through. Exercise, finally going to wake up. Disappointing, the Twitch chat. They're not going to see a 007 rather. No James Bond hanging around on this server.
Unlucky, really. Yeah, you know what you were saying about Afro? He had a very quiet map 1. He just kept getting shut down all the time. It was crazy. And then second map, he starts to get a little bit more. Now you can see he's kind of in the groove. In fact, it feels like most of HEET's players are really starting to step up.
Sobol going to be able to pick up a kill onto that player. That is absolutely fantastic. You want those kind of openings, but Body, he's going to switch out positions with Afro outside. Now, Afro has switched on over towards ramp. They're trying to make sure there's a little bit of confusion here. Body is going to be in a perfect position. Lucky's going to be able to find a kill, and that's going to be down to Body finding this player, headshots him through the smoke because he can see the barrel. And now it's going to be down to this ramp player, Afro, to try and hold them back. With Flash coming through, he's going to go into the peak. Doesn't quite realize one spot over, but he's managed to get the kill spot. Tim split second, smoke goes out. As the denial coming through, absolutely fantastic play coming out from HEET. good information, but there's aggressive play from HEETbodyy. This is what I'm talking about. He gets the kill, and that kind of play is just what you want to see. And then Sobol managed to pick up one there, but couldn't quite get the mass spray down he needed.
Oh, this is really unfortunate for Wisla. I mean, they had such a good showing when they had their really aggressive push through Secret, but you could already see that HEET don't want to allow that to happen again. They've been doing really well at maintaining that superb map control. But I think the chink in that armor is how they have to spread themselves really thin to get that control.
11 HP and 9 on 2 of these players right off the bat. They've got a couple of pistols and Mac 10s. They're going to be making their way down through vents. Bomb is there as well. It's all going to be down to Yoko, who's with a grenade. He chucks on over. Doesn't really land anywhere. One of the T's has been found. I'm kind of disappointed they slowed down their approach over towards the B site, but maybe it was a correct decision to get another 2 kills over towards A. Suddenly, it's looking very dire here. Boddy. He's going to have to go huge. He's got a couple of kills on board right now. He's looking to max this up. Not to give away too much information and of a position as well. You can see the remaining two bodies of his teammates right there. Swinging around this corner. He's going to get headshot. He has to be super careful. Backs away. Trying to stay alive. All it takes is for one of these players to get the kills, and that's going to happen. Echo's going to go down. Boddy's going to go down. Afro 1v4. He's got an AWP. They're going to be encroaching on his position. Snatchy gets him. And that is going to be a recovery and a half for them in that round. I thought they were done and dusted.
That was gross. Goofy gets so much value towards the end of that round there. And I wish we were able to see kind of his perspective on it, to see just exactly where he was posted up and exactly how he was peeking at, because it's gross that he's able to do that, and how he just allowed that to happen. They split themselves up so much, and that was what I was talking about. When you give up, or when you try to take that much map control, you wind up being too spread thin.
Spiro and his teammate are going to have the 8 go down towards site, but unfortunately the AWP is going to be in the hands of Afro. He's highly effective there. He gets the close shots onto Spiro. Suddenly Sobol playing by himself as the rest of his teammates decided to just completely rush down in towards vents and on towards the site, and they just got shredded pieces here by these two teams, HEET and Wisla. This is the best of 3. So the first game, Dust 2 goes overtime, ended in 19-15 in favor of HEET. Second map, completely dropped the ball. Nice, HEET dropping the ball rather, and Wisla were able to pick up that game, and now we go on to Nuke the decider.
Not sure how Sobol didn't spot him out there. Maybe it's an FOV thing, probably, but unfortunate. That being said, last player standing. I don't think we really expected him to be able to come out with too much done in that round. This is where things start to look a little scary for Wisla again. Obviously this is their T side, as we mentioned a little bit earlier on. We don't really think that they'll be able to get a massive scoreline. Certainly any chance of coming out ahead in the half is completely obliterated, but if they can string together a few more rounds here, maybe they're in with a fighting chance. I didn't like the way that they ran that last round. We saw the aggression through outside work really well, but the aggression through lobby tends to be shut down a lot easier, because you can just hurl mollies and HEs, and by the time you get anywhere you have like 4 HP.
Having 2 back-to-back rounds where 2 like multiple players on Wisla's side were just absolutely tacked down, like you were saying, by mollies and nades. And I think that was really a detriment to their detriment, but let's see what they can do here. Boddy is going to be in a similar position as before, but he's going to rotate just in time. They're going to be pushing through the smoke. He's going to catch them off guard. He gets a double headshot to Boddy, and then he goes in for a 3rd. This man is greedy. He's looking for even more, but Lucky's going to be chiming in with a kill of his own, down to 39 HP, but it doesn't matter. Snatch is going to be last one left alive. He finds one, but 10 HP left on him now. Not going to be looking so pretty here. He's going to have to be very careful not to get fragged out, but he's going to be pushing just in time to catch one of the players off guard. He doesn't look off to his right. He's right there. Turns around, gets the kill. Afro falls. That's an hit. This team has to pick up. Goes up behind him, realizing he's in a whole heap of trouble. And he's just pushing up against his last body. He's going to peek in, get the kill.
Straight up, this is the HEET that I was looking for on the first 2 maps. Like, yeah, they played well, but this is the HEET that I remember from the last time these 2 teams came up against one another. Consistently shutting down every single angle in every conceivable way. Smokes, perfect. Mollies denying rotations. Aim so crisp, particularly from Body, doing so much better here. Okay, exercise has been very quiet, but now it's less about those hero plays. It's more about how each of these players is stepping up and shutting down Wisla at every turn.
It's just a whole different ballpark. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you compare Heat on this map versus Overpass, it's hilarious. It's actually embarrassing, I would say, for Heat. They played crap. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
The duality
that's
of
it.
Heat.
Yeah, like they dropped the ball completely. They're bringing it back on this one, but I mean, it's not over yet. Yeah. As well, they can definitely bring this back if they want, but they're gonna have to work hard for it. And so far, they're being shut down, like you said. And even that nade, just doing that initial damage, is so frustrating for them. They're just getting like pecked at all the time. It's like just not given a single break at all. So they're just gonna have to keep chiming in and try to force their way down towards ramp. jedqr, only 3 kills so far. Last game, he was actually fairly effective for his team. Talk about highly effective. Body finally waking up into this exercise, though. He stayed away from 0-7. He's also not died in ages. He's one of the 2 players who's died the least on his team, actually, so it's always impressive. But onwards and upwards, let's jump back into the action here. Heat is going to be looking to try and defend the A side, but Goofy gets the first go. jedqr with another. Lucky is going to be falling, and now there should be a plan for them. They can cut off heaven, and now this is going to allow them a good opportunity to be able to get the bomb down and force a retreat from this team. Body goes down as well. Just not able to clutch this one out.
One of the things
yeah.
One of the things that lends this map so much to CTs is how many choke points there are that you can abuse with things like mollies and HEs. I mean, we've been seeing that. You were talking about it, the constant damage chipping away at the Wisla players. And that's what Heat has been doing so well at utilizing. This round, the reason this round worked out so well for them is they bait out Wisla, bait out a ton of util very early on in the round, but they slow down a little bit, they play a little bit of counter or anti-info, and then they push in when they at least think that there's very little left in the tank for Heat to throw at them, apart from, you know, just shooting at them. So they take advantage of the fact that by that point, most of their util should realistically have been used up. It's a great way to approach the round, but it is something that can be read into. So now the question is, how does Heat adapt to that?
Anytime with help. Do you mind if you are just joining us? It's currently 1-1 in regards to maps. First map went to overtime, second one did not. He got absolutely smashed. HEETafroo, he's pushing, but his position is known. Snatchy, this is a time for him to take a full advantage of this, but if he wide peeks this, he catches him off guard! He put away the gun! And now Snatchy has an open hand. This is even more dangerous, especially with being down on players. Lucky has to be careful, he's going to have to do some damage. Body's going to get taken down, 2 versus 5. I just do not see them walking away with this. Lucky has to try and really pull out of the bag of this one. He's going to be dropping down to catch off jedqr, but no! He misses the shots. Well, 1 shot in particular. 8 HP left on that player, and that's going to be the 4th round of the board as we go through to the final round of this half, Sam.
Slow and steady wins the race, it seems. Wisla doing a lot better when they move away from super aggressive strats and try to bait out the early util. I'm loving it. And now as we're on last round in this half, Heat don't have terribly much to aim back. Okay, HEETafroo still has the AWP. We've seen how devastating he can be with this. And this again, look at all of this early util. It's exactly what Wisla want.
Interesting play. 3 MP9s. I love this so much. HEETafroo with the AWP, and you know what? Completely understandable. He's been an absolute beast for that this game, but he's going to have to do even better in a moment. Body with the M4 is going to be in a good position. He's going to be able to... No, can't find the first one straight away, but the grenade is going to be able to finish the job and do some more damage. He has to get the reload in, but he's not going to get a chance. The MP9 is going to get absolutely shredded, so is HEETafroo. Not getting a chance to use that AWP at all. Snatchy is just like, nah, get out of here. And now they can go plant the bomb, and this should be pretty much the end of this round, but you never know. It's not over yet. Still have an MP9 on the board, and Exile is going to be able to get killed. That could be a recovery of a weapon as well. He's going to be smoking off
Himself.
Yeah, he knows he screwed up there. I definitely.
That's going to be in the replays.
Yeah, and so from above is going to be Body, though. He could stand a chance. He's going to be using his teammate as a distraction. He's going to be able to pick up one, spots the player over towards the vent. He can't hit the shot, so he's only got 9 bullets left in the mag. He's switching on over. His position should be known, but he's going to be dropping down anyway. He gets on one, has to reload. Picks up the AWP, goes in for the click, but can't swing up in time, and unfortunately, it's going to be over. GG, well played so far. That's going to be the first half going in favor of Heat, but now they switch on over towards the T side where they've been notoriously bad so far today. Let's see how they do as we come back after a short break into the second half of the final map. Don't go anywhere. Back.
All right, we're back, and okay, we're straight into the action, Tom.
Oh, well, it's not going to be any time for you to have any kind of chatter. I'm going to be greedy and take it all for myself. It's going to be Wisla taking the first kill. Goofy's going to be able to get a double kill with the Julies. Can't get the next one, though. Shmira's going to be dropping down onto site, looking to pick up a couple of kills for himself, but it's going to be Exercise picking up 3 for his trouble. Sobol's going to be coming up behind, shooting him from behind as well, and that's going to be a nice headshot. And that's going to be round as well for Wisla, and it's a little bit worrying for Heat. They don't even get the bomb down, do they? No.
He's a rap god. You just jump into that round and just run with it. I like it. You know what? I respect it. I wish I could do that. All right, Wisla will take the pistol. And if I'm not wrong, they took the pistol in the first half as well. No, that must have been Heat, surely. My memory is awful. But what Wisla are able to do here, of course, is bring some firepower, pack a little bit of a punch into this next round. Body's already nearly on the floor, so already looking good for the second round.
Just having Glocks is just so depressing. I just know the exact feeling. I'm sure everyone does. Oh, hello. Let's, you know, switch back to the cameras, I guess, for a split second. Here we go. We'll see our beautiful faces. You know, a little bit of a tech issue. You know how these things are, guys, if you've ever been gaming and something happens. So we're going to have to wait and see what has happened. We'll catch back up to it. But a 6-10 scoreline. I'm a little bit worried for Heat. I'm not going to lie. Do you think they have anything to be concerned about going over towards the T side?
It's tough to say. Obviously, I mean, they had a really, really strong CT side, and we had a lot of questions on overpass. But what I will say is that their CT side looked good, not just because the map lends itself to CT, but because they are looking a lot better than what they have on any of the previous maps. It feels like they've started to kind of channel the Heat that we're a little bit more familiar with. So if they can keep with that momentum, then I think that they probably will be able to, you know, mount some really good rounds here. That being said, of course, Wisla, we've said a few times, they tend to be a bit of a CT-sided team. So we'll see if they're able to kind of stem that tide a little bit.
Well, Wisla were able to pick up that following round that we missed. 7-10. Like you said, Heat were looking fairly different, but honestly, I am just so concerned because like historically today, that they have just been terrible on the T side. They've not been able to achieve pretty much anything when you really think about how many rounds they really need to pick up. Let's see what they're gonna be able to do. Snatchy outside. He's got an early AWP, flexing that AWP skin as well. See if that brings in some extra skill points, as everyone claims that skins do. Skins equal skills. Smoke is gonna be going down. Yeah, exactly. Oh. jedqr is gonna have to face off against this army of guns right now. 4 members going to be coming his way. They're going to be looking to go in for the swing out. No one's there anymore. He's backed off. He wanted absolutely nothing to do with that. He's not peeking them straight off. HEETafroo is going to get caught off guard if he peeks off right now. He's going to be able to get the kill. Fantastic play Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't want to overextend your position. You want to make sure you can get that initial damage and kill. Sobol, above him. Look at what he's gonna be able to peek in here. Does the initial amount of damage, finds one kill, gets the headshot, looking for the second one, can't quite do it. It's gonna be jedqr and Lucky getting these kills. Boddy with the one for himself as well. They suddenly have control of the site. They're gonna be going in for the plant. Goofy though, he's coming down behind from Beacon. He might well just be able to catch his play off guard. He does. Body's going to be going down. It's going to be a 2 versus 2 situation. Advantage has to be on the side of Wisla. But the peak comes out. He's going to burn alive, unfortunately. But Snatchy, he's going to be able to push on, gets the kill. Lucky, he's going to be down by himself. He knows where the bomb is. He has to be a little bit careful on this front. He has to play a little bit of a confidence play, hoping that he didn't go in for the full hold. Now the diffuse is coming down. He has to play aggressive. He goes in for the peak. He's going to get a headshot. Fantastic play, but so close.
You know what? Dying for that Molly was almost worth. If he'd managed to survive, I think maybe that goes a little bit differently. But unfortunately, he does burn out. It does create a little bit of a distraction, allows the follow-up kill to come through, and so it gets traded at the very least. But when it comes down to that 1 versus 1, I mean, Snatchy doesn't have a lot of options in that scenario. Taps once, does a little bit of a scout, but time is ticking away, so he's got to stick it. And unfortunately, yeah, just does not get the results he wanted.
With the Eagle, looking to pick up some wonderful Hondies if he can, but it's going to be in close proximity, so just going to be using it as a mini shotgun, essentially. Going to hit those close shots. So we'll with the M4. This is a decent buy coming out from Wisla, but they're going to be going into the following round with, well, pretty much nothing, unfortunately for them. HEET, meanwhile, if you look at their economy, they have to do well in this as well. They can't afford not to. They've just lowered their potential income for the next round if they do die here. So by winning that previous round, but they need to increase this gap between them and Wisla. We've seen how dangerous it is for them to let Wisla build up an economy and just prove a little bit dominant. But over towards ramp, we're going to be seeing what they can do here. Sobol's going to be able to pick up one. The flash is going to be coming down. He's going to have to rotate down through ramp, trying to escape this entourage of T's. jedqr's going to be able to pick up a kill for his trouble as well. Backs off. He's not getting greedy. Doesn't want to overdo it. Snatchy was taken down. That's a rifle dropped. Body low heaven in hell right now. Sprays a little bit. I'm just trying to get a little bit of attention, I think, at this point. Saying, hey, I'm over here. Come and have a look. Sobol, he got the first initial frag on one of these players. He's looking to try and build this up a little bit more. I don't know if he's backed up by anyone else. No, he isn't. He is by himself. The excuse is now going to be coming, and he picks up one. Look at him for the second one. He's going to be able to pick it up as well. USP in hand. Afro, the AWP, is going to have to see what he can do here by himself. The rotation comes in from CTs. He does want to give them this AWP, but honestly, I don't think he has a choice. He didn't depart from this, and now he's leaving himself in a precarious situation. He's going to be coming around the corner. He could get knifed here. They're just standing right next to him. He's going to turn around, peeks in, and stays alive. I'm not quite sure how he survived.
I have no idea how he's alive. They just didn't peek the corner, I guess? Like, they walked up to the door and then no further? It's a bit of a weird play, but alright, cool. He gets to hold on to the AWP, and honestly, not terrible. Everything else about that round was pretty terrible, but that was, you know, that was okay. Wisla doing really well here. Again, we said, you know, they tend to favor the CT side. They tend to be a little bit better on it, and HEET had a decent approach to that as well. They've had a few rounds where the round starts out and it seems like, you know, they're gaining some decent ground. They're moving in towards the bomb site. They're gaining a lot of space, and then Wisla come in and just like body them. Which I've been waiting to say that in regards to body, and I just haven't had a chance to. Well, it's Wisla that's going to be bodying anybody at this point. I also want to point out Sobol, because he was huge on map 1, but map 2 was another one where he was fairly quiet. Map 2 was really Sparrow and Snatchy's playgrounds, but map 1, Sobol, particularly at the start, was a huge linchpin, and he's doing that same thing here again. He's consistently being a thorn in the side of HEET.
Yeah, with only this 3-round advantage, that's going to quickly disperse. You can see, obviously, they're by here. They've got a bunch of Tech 9s. Trying to go up against Sparrow is not going to be working in their favor. That incendiary grenade is going to delay them. And take another sort of about 10 seconds by now for that to go. They do have an AWP. It's definitely interesting to see this come through for them, but they're going to have to do a lot of work. And they've got no initial kills, but this information is here for them for the side of Wisla as to where this team is probably gone. Body's going to be peeking around the corner. The position's known. The flash could come out from Sparrow, but he decides against it. Rotation has to come out from the CTs now. They know where this team is, but honestly, they have got time to play. 50 seconds left on the clock. Bomb has to go down first of all. But oh, it's going to be the headshot with the deagle that comes out. This is big. Sobol with the spray through the smoke is going to be doing a lot of damage, but not enough. Sobol as well. Hacked down to 59 HP. Exile is going to be able to try and push this as well. The Molotov is going to be closing that down. The bomb can now push through. Oh, he can't. jedqr from double doors. He's going to be able to get the kill. Now the bomb is in the middle of no man's land. They're going to have to try and recover it, but jedqr's looking for even more kills. He wants to make sure no one's going to be able to pick it up. The double peak's going to be coming through, but they're going to get absolutely slapped. Put in the ground and said, know your place. Lucky, though, from up above. He's going to get spotted as well. It's going to be one player. And HEETafroo falls. The second AWP, or actually a first AWP, can now get picked back up. And what happened there? I mean, he had every opportunity.
This is what I'm saying. It's not even the first time. Okay, we have to bear in mind, of course, that they went into that with like next to nothing, and they get a couple of kills. They pick up some guns. They try to make something out of it. But this isn't the first round where they gain that ground. They start to get openings, and then it all falls apart towards the end of the round. Wisla have been so good at stabilizing in the late round, and that is so important to be able to do. And now he an eco for the second round in a row, and Snatchy just will give no quarter.
He just doesn't care, mate. Sparrow, though, he's got the MP9. He's looking to farm up some extra cash, make sure they have some money in the bank. He's around the corner. First kill is going to be coming through. Bomb's going to get dropped. That's fantastic information with the side of the CTs. It's going to be jedqr with the second kill through the smoke, and now Sparrow just looking to hunt these kills, but it's going to be a deagle from above. He does recognize this. Exercise is going to be looking to take the shots, but he doesn't care. He's going to be able to find another one. He's looking for the second one of the headshots with the MP9 at distance. Gets it, but not the kill. 2 HP. Doesn't matter. Snatchy going to be able to get that final kill, and easy peasy lemon squeezy. 10-11. 1 round to go till the equalizer.
Last round, Heat providing Wisla with a little bit of target practice, as they all just kind of, well, there wasn't too much more they could do there. Again, it was one of those eco rounds. Again, it's a round where you want to kind of get through it so that you can buy up into the next. Now, this is going to be a fairly pivotal round for Heat. They've lost quite a few rounds consecutively, so they should still be getting a decent amount of cash at the end of the round, but it's not really going to be good enough. They'd be able to, like, upgrade a little bit, but it's not the ideal scenario should they lose this round. And then if they do lose it, Wisla have evened out the scoreline, and Wisla have started to build up a little bit of a slush fund for themselves, so they should realistically be able to get another round after this, maybe even 2. And maybe that doesn't mean terribly much right now, but when you consider how many rounds Wisla have won back to back, things start to look a little bit shaky for Heat. This is the best they've looked all series, but as soon as we swapped over onto that T side, they've really struggled to find any sort of way into this map.
Yeah, they just don't know how to play on the T side versus this team. This lineup just been fairly dominant, and obviously Wisla weren't able to do it before, but the entry comes in, but they're not going to be able to do much more than that until they finally take down that player up above. jedqr's going to be falling, but the Molotov's going to be denying Sobol. He's going to burn a little bit, but still has a little bit of HP left. That nade does take down Exercise, though. The bomb was dropped over towards the site. They have to get the recovery. Sparrow going in for the flash. Grenade as well, trying to force their position. Sobol takes down one. Lucky, caught completely off guard. The bomb has to be planted, but it's going to be a 2. Well, never mind. Snatchy takes the kill. Body is going to fall. HEETafroo left in a dire situation here. It's going to be right next to these players. Look how close this is. This AWP should take this kill. He does it. The swing. He Ferraris it. Gets the kill, and Sparrow was in a perfect position to try and get that kill, but unfortunately it was just a split second too late. Door closes. 49 seconds left as the bomb starts to go down. Information I don't think was heard. I think Sparrow managed to stay silent on that front, but the door is closed. Bomb isn't planted in a fantastic position, I'm not going to lie. He couldn't really do too much, but that door opening is just perfect information here for the play. He's going to be playing aggressive. HEETafroo, he gets it. This is the opening. They needed this.
Oh, beautiful round from Heat there. Very close, because it starts out, again, reasonably well. They start pushing it aggressive through lobby. All of that powerful util comes out that we spoke about in the first half, and how it really does well to stop those aggressive pushes, but they survive through it. They lose a few of their players, and it comes down to like a 1v2. I think it might have been a 1v3, actually. So to come out on the end of that one so dominantly, and to win out the 1v1 versus Sparrow of all people, people. Really well played there. At least they managed to get themselves that round. We spoke about how important winning that last round was going to be for HEET. To, you know, maintain that lead, maintain a little bit of a buffer for themselves, and maintain control of the situation. But again, they had conceded so many rounds in a row that they need to really come up huge in these next few rounds. Now, I liked what they've been doing in some of these rounds, and again, it's been taking early control, but it's maintaining that control that's becoming that much more important. I think that's going to come down a lot to util usage as well. So as good as Wiswa's util usage has been, HEET needs to step it up.
Completely agree. Only 2 rounds ahead. It's not going to be good. They went into this half looking fairly dominant in regards to their position on the CT side, but like we've said over and over again, HEET just lack the ability on the T side, and Goofy is going to be able to make them look a little bit goofy, a little bit silly. They're going to get the first frag. Now T's have to try and act themselves up here. Try and find a kill. They managed to find a little bit of damage here there. A couple of tags, but no real successes. I'm not going to lie. They need to be doing a lot more than this, but minute 10. 50 seconds have gone by. No space has been taken by them. They've given up. They've not really pushed outside at all. This control from Wisla Sam is just really well done. They're really holding on to the positions they need, but here comes the execution. Or at least a little bit of a distraction, and I think there's going to be a drop down in towards that vent position from at least one of those players. He misses the vent. He's now going to be able to go down, dodges the bullets, and catches the player off guard. Absolutely brutal. Exile is going to be dropping down. Unfortunately dead. Snatchy of the AWP is going to be looking what he can do. He misses the player, and Sobol is going to be dropping as well. This could be the turning point here. Sobol don't have too much in the bank. They're going to be careful. Lucky peeks out. It doesn't matter though. It's going to be a 3 versus 1. jedqr looking to see what he can do in this kind of situation, but he's going to have his back up against the wall in a difficult situation. The bomb isn't in a fantastic position for him. He has a little bit of a chance here, but they know exactly where he is. He gets the kill through the doors. Body falls, and now a 1v2. Lucky and HEETafroo. They both have rifles. They're waiting to see where he's at. They're trying to make no noise here. One of them is going to be pushing through the doors. He has a bit of an idea. The brain's going to be coming down. He's got 3 HP. No more as the clutch comes out for the side of HEET as they go through into the next round. They've picked up their 13th round. They need 3 more.
Interestingly enough, this is a little bit similar to what we saw in the previous half, where Wisla were doing the same things and kind of consistently running into HEET's utility. Now HEET, and then okay, Wisla start to slow things down a little bit, bait out a lot of that utility and then push up. Now HEET do that in the previous round. They did that really well. They wait for a lot of that util to come out, keep a little bit of free util for themselves, and they turn the round in their favor.
jedqr straight away tagged down to 49 HP. He's not going to be feeling very happy with that. This bite is super weak on their side, but all week we've seen back and forth when it comes to ecos and anti-ecos. It really isn't that as clear cut. The way they play is very off-putting. Execution outside, though, is going to be coming through, allowing them to go crossover towards Secret. They're going to be playing a little bit of a smart play there. He gets some damage out. He's going to have to stay up above. And now if he just stays up here, I think that's going to be a super hard read for this player. By body. Doesn't see this coming, but he still managed to get the turn and kill, but only just. He runs through. He's going to get taken down. Drops an AK for his trouble. Goofy is going to be feeling happy with this, actually. You know, decent trade-off there. Lose one of their players, but managed to pick up a gun. Snatchy, he's going to get boosted up in towards the ramp. He doesn't quite see this player. Doesn't know he's there, but he's going to be flickering around. Aims at the head, gets the headshot. That's another rifle on their side. This is looking dangerous. Like I said, never rule out an eco. Yoko is going to be able to get 1 kill. Doesn't quite spoil that last player. Doesn't get the shot come through. He's going to be peeking out, misses the shots completely. Really aiming for space instead of the body. HEETafroo gets 1. Evens up the board up here, but jedqr from above. jedqr from above is going to be able to get a kill. Lucky has the bomb. He's going to be able to go and plant it down over towards the B site. Even if he does end up dying, he's going to be able to get some more money in the bank for his team, which is so important right now. They're going to be pushing down through Decon. He's going to be in a good position to take them. He finds 1. He finds 2. The clutch! It's his lucky day. 14th round, 2 to go. Wisla crumpling under this pressure.
Oh, that was painful to watch, and not just because of the bad puns. They do so well in this eco round. They get themselves a player advantage. They get themselves a couple of guns. They stick to their fundamentals for so long in being able to shut down so much of the map while HEET are pushing in. and then they just peek Lucky one at a time and allow him to just spray through. And to be fair, Lucky hitting those shots is pretty big. I mean, that's an important part of it. It could very well have ended in a trade, but if they had swung together, maybe that ends a little differently, or maybe if they, peek from 2 different angles and create a crossfire, maybe that ends differently. But instead they go for this like one at a time thing, and Lucky just sprays through them. A round that was very winnable for Wisla, although probably shouldn't have been given the buy that they had available to them, ends up devastatingly. But it's great news for HEET. I mean, we're so close to match point here. Their economy is very messy though. Again, we've had very back and forth scrappy rounds, and as much as HEET have been winning rounds, because they keep losing players, they're not able to actually build up a proper economic buffer. So this isn't going to be the greatest buy, and they should be able to be full up on the next round should they win this round. If they lose this round, it's a total mess. But if they somehow manage to pull this through, it's match point with a full buy. So we talk about pivotal rounds. This is a really big one for this one.
It's absolutely huge. They can't afford to lose this at all. Even losing a single player would be absolutely brutal, but they can afford that if they can get the win. Going through, but it's going to be a rush on towards the A side. They're playing it slightly differently, and unfortunately I think it's going to go against them. Double kill comes out. CT's look to turn this around, and it's going to be exercised, and Lucky, last 2 players left alive. Sobol over towards Ramp. He's going to get spotted, but he's going to be able to do a lot of damage. His teammate's going to be coming in to help him, but it doesn't work. Just slams to the slaughter. 2 to 3. Goofy. This is his time to shine. The smoke's going out, but it's that decon. It's not in the right position. Goofy's going to be able to wide peek them. Takes out one. Looks into going for the second one. Flash up above him. Doesn't do anything. This player's going to be backing off right into the hands of Shapiro, who should be able to go in for this peek and get him. This should be Freddy. Yeah, that's done.
Well, we said it was an important round for Wisla to win. They do manage to come out on top of it. They did have a slight advantage in terms of what weaponry they had available. But again, it's HEET running into a lot of that utility very early on. I mean, I was praising them just a few rounds back for waiting out some of that util and then aggressing in when they figure it's probably safe. And okay, fine. We have caster knowledge. We know for 100% sure exactly what util and what HP and whatever else there is to know, positioning. We have all that information. HEET don't. But you can keep track to a certain extent of how much util is being used, and then once you've realized that, okay, a ton of it has been used now, they should be down to like scant bare minimum remaining, now we can push it, now we can be aggressive, now we can take control. Instead, they try to do that a little bit too quickly, and we've seen Wisla is so good, particularly at holding lobby. The rest of the map, decent. Not bad. They got that covered. Lobby is like an impenetrable fortress for most of these rounds. So I want hopefully he can change things up a little bit more in these next few rounds. Again, this is going to be a bit of an eco, but they should be able to buy up in the next.
Yeah, they may actually even be able to get this kill, because this player's going to be low. He's going to get fragged. Exercise does sacrifice himself, and Matchy's going to get taken down, and suddenly this is looking a little bit dangerous. The economy can't really sustain this on the side of Wisla, so they do have to be a little bit careful on this front. It's going to be a 3 versus 3, but massive disadvantage for the side of HEET. Obviously, they have got a couple of bits and pieces here and there. But I think the main focus is they want to make sure they can topple the economy of Wisla. If they can get, obviously, the win, take them out to 15th rounds, they can then breathe or split second. Last round, I will just say they kind of went into killing chamber. They went in towards the A site, weren't quite expecting such a buy from this team, it seems. Or they thought they were going to be able to play aggressive, get those early kills as they pushed in. Didn't happen. They got shut down completely. jedqr, he's in a key position right now. Goofy, he's trying to wonder where these guys are. jedqr's not peeking down in towards that ladder, so he's not playing for information. He's just playing to try and deny them the ability to position themselves up in heaven, and then to be able to try and take some frags down if he needs to. Shapiro's down over towards B. This might be the time for Goofy to shine. He's just switching back and forth. This might catch him off guard, but he's going to instead take down Lucky. This is the information that's needed. 28 seconds left. 40. He's going to be coming through from hell. This AWP player, Afro, is going to be in a massive situation here between him and Goofy. Goofy is just going to continue to push down. He's going to go down right past him. Afro He doesn't do anything, though. He just sits in the smoke, and he's going to get spotted a moment. But he gets the scope anyway. It doesn't matter. jedqr's going to be up above. He's going to get fragged, and now it's going to be Spiro versus Body. The bomb. It can't go down. No. How has that happened? Body's going to be able to take this AWP through, and they've managed to take down 4 of those players.
Yep. We're just kind of leaning back into Heat have some girly... They have a good early round, and then they struggle to stabilize, and Wisla just, like, pick them apart one at a time. I get this, like, feeling of, like, in a horror movie with a serial killer isolates everybody one by one and then picks them off one by one, and then you find their bodies everywhere. You're like, oh, they died! This is literally Wisla playing on Nuke.
Yeah, has to be agreed on that front. I just don't understand what he have against the T slide on every single map. First shot, Snatchy takes down HEETafroo. That's the AWP dropped. Recovered instantaneously, though, obviously. And now they're going to go out for, again, another dry peek, and it works in their favor. The takedown one. Spiro is going to be in a main. Waiting for them to play aggressive. Body is up above him. He's going to wait his time. He's not going to overpeak this. Looking to be able to take this on. The AWP is going to be peeking around the corner. Gets the kill as well. They can't do this on an eco. No way. 3 players left, but they've all got rifles. XI is going to be fallen. Bomb is now stuck outside. They know that they're going to get pushed. They have to get the bomb recovery. I think this is probably them end up losing this round because they didn't keep an eye on where the bomb was. And now they're going to be peeking outside. The flash goes through. The AWP is there as well. Body's going to take down jedqr. But this one player, Goofy, is going to be the answer. All he has to do is peek out, take down these players, and they both have AWPs. One is going to be falling down. Body and jedqr looking to see what they can do. Sobol is going to be able to stop the bomb plant. Body takes another with the deagle. But there's only 17 seconds left. We just saw this situation before. He has to play aggressive. 12 seconds. 10. He doesn't even have time to get the bomb down. Player's going to be playing aggressive against him, and Sobol's going to be peeking around the corner and saying, hey, peekaboo.
Again, that feeling of a serial killer. They don't push out into Heat. They hold angles. They hold angles that they know Heat are likely to walk into. They hold these like really strange off angles, particularly towards the end of the round. And when Heat realize that they're running out of time and they need to make a move, that's when Wisla strikes. They've been doing so much better here. I mean, the number of rounds they've managed to string together in this half to keep this competitive is very impressive. It's pretty reminiscent of the previous 2 maps. Both of these teams have had these moments where they're able to come back, beat the odds and bring it back to a really, really close setting. But so I want to take a moment here to just examine what the eco looks like. We've got a couple of Galils and some AKs for Heat. So they're going to try to win this round, take it to match point, buy into the last round. Makes sense. Wisla, not a great buy. It's good, but the util leaves something to be desired. If they can win out on this round, that should get us to 14 and then buy into the next, get us to 15. So this round is pivotal for both teams.
Pivotal. I don't know which side's going to be able to take that pivot, but we're going to find out in a couple of seconds. Heat keep smacking up against those eco rounds where they do absolutely fantastic, but unable to really purchase through to a successful win. They've only got to get 2 rounds. They're so close. This has got to go to overtime. I can just feel it in my bones. But Wisla looking to try and actually deny that. They don't want to go to overtime. They know how Heat can perform in those, and they're a little bit worried because all it means is that Heat will gain the advantage when they go towards the CT side, and that's where they can shut it down. Which honestly, I think is probably the best opportunity here for Heat. I don't know if they're going to be able to shut it down on their T side. This buy round is so crucial, like you're saying, and they've slowed it down, and I think that's super crucial. Their fast rounds haven't really worked out amazingly for them. Body opens the door. There's going to be giving out a lot of information. It's a little bit of a fake. Body's going to be getting dropped. Snatchy's going to go down as well. Exercise is going to be making full use out of this. Body. That's a huge cost to lose, though. HEETafroo information here as well. 30 seconds left on the clock. Something has to happen. Shapiro is going to get taken down. 3 players left on the CT side, but we've seen this before. They've managed to win this back. jedqr's going to be able to take out one of the players. Goofy with another. Suddenly it's the 2 versus 3 advantage. Is going to be flipping, but Exercise is going to be able to take down jedqr before he can do anything else. Down through vents they should go, but no, it's going to be over towards the A site. Goofy, the man who's stopped them multiple times so far today. He's got 9 seconds left. They're going to swing out, but it doesn't matter. We go to 14-14.
Oh, we're reaching the breaking point right now, and not just for the map, not just for the series, but definitely for the economy as well. Heat in a really tough spot here. So this is kind of what I was alluding to. Wisla win that previous round. They're able to still buy into this reasonably comfortably. You can see there, they don't have great util. Thank you, HUD. But they do have a lot more to work with than what Heat does. Heat are in a really tough spot here. And again, you know, they lose this one. They don't have a... Well, they do. They have that lost streak bonus. So they might be able to buy up into the next round. And of course, then we're probably going to overtime. I mean, this is... Oh, I feel like we're probably going to go the distance again.
I don't know. I think Wisla have just shut this down over time. They've just got the momentum. They've got the power. They're looking to succeed on this, and they're going to start it off well. jedqr's going to be going down and getting a frag outside. Afro, followed by the wayside. Snatchy looking to try and get some kills of his own, but it's going to be Spiro getting 2 before he's countered. It's a little bit too late here. The T side, Lucky's going to have to do a lot of work, but he's going to be going up into 2 versus 1 if he peeks out on towards the A site. And with the Tech 9, it's not a deagle. You don't really have the distance of those bullets. You have to be a little bit more up close and personal. And unfortunately, he's not going to be given that opportunity. Never mind, he is. He swings out, gets a kill, and now he's going to be picking up an M4 throw at trouble, but the trade comes through. Body. He's left on 1v3. We've seen the CTs clutch this out, but for him to do this, he has 40 seconds. And he's just about to walk into a bit of a pincer. He knows where one of these players is. He's just trolling them now. Snatchy's going to be running up here, but it's going to be Sobol who's going to swing out. But Goofy takes the kill. We go to 15-14. Wisla looking to close this out.
I just want to lay down the stakes again for anyone who isn't clued up, right? The last 3 times that Heat and Wisla have played one another, it was a 2-0, and the map scores were pretty decisive in Heat's favor. Wisla have pushed this into map 3. The second map was in overtime, or the first map was in overtime, and now we're staring down the barrel of another overtime. This is huge for this Wisla squad.
I will also add, if either one of these teams go out, keep in mind they're going to get dropped out of the ESL Challenger League. Lucky, he finds Snatchy. What's going on? But Body is going to go down as well. Shapiro is going to be in a perfect position to counter them. Sobol, he has to flank on over. He's going to get burned alive if he's not careful, though. He has to rotate back on up and over. The bomb needs to go down right now. Have to play a lot better than they have done previously. Shapiro, he's going to be able to potentially find a play. I think he saw the foot. Lucky. He's going to expect it. He's going to be peeking out, but he's going to get found anyway. It doesn't really matter. He's going to be down to 73 HP. His swing from the T is going to be coming through. Afro's going to be doing a good job at the swing as well. He's going to be coming through. He's going to get another one.
No
What's
way.
going on? Are we going to overtime? Goofy, the Clutchmeister. He's managed to find it before, I think 3 or 4 times by himself, but this is a massive ask. He has to do it. He's going to be starting to achieve it. Exercise is going to lose his head. Incendiary grenades coming out. He's going to be working this perfectly. How is he going to do this? No. It's going to be a 1. He didn't follow through. And unfortunately for him, Afro does. And we're going to overtime, guys. What a series. They are playing for their lives right now. They cannot lose this at all. We're going to be right back with overtime. Don't go anywhere. Take a quick drink and a break.
Well, it's yet another map 3 for us, Tom. We seem to be cursed, but this is our second overtime, which I don't think we've had. Wisla doing a lot here in this grudge match against Heat to prove that they are just as worthy. They want that spot in the finals.
Yeah, they are fighting tooth and nail for it, and they are doing a fantastic job at it as well. Especially Goofy, really going to be the man of the hour here for his team. I will say they should have a good opportunity here to be able to clutch this one out. All they need is one round on this side, and they can potentially bring it all the way through, but it's going to be super dangerous. Two of them going to be falling within quick succession. They don't even find the kill on the player over there, and outside, they're going to be falling one after another. I thought they were going to be able to do a little better than this, but no. That T side really is cursed. It struggles. The struggle for them to get a single kill with everything they could need into a round is just horrendous. The Heat feeling the burn right now. HEETafroo gets the entry kill. It's not over yet. Still 4 players left. They only managed to get this overtime, but it's gonna let Teeth. HEETafroo watching over towards decon, switches on over towards double doors. No one's over there yet. You need to be watching that decon position, but he doesn't know this bomb has to now go down. Exercise may be in a whole heap of trouble. The reposition with this AWP is going to be going into handy, and you know what? This is a good position for him, but he switches away. Opts in not to scope out to cause any kind of noise. It's going to be exercised over towards ramp. He finds one. He can't find any more because they're all going to be up behind him. He goes over the shot, can't quite pick it up. He's going to have an AWP, switches on over towards the AK, flicks out. That's all she wrote.
NT.
Nice try. Nice try.
I mean, it was, to be fair, but unfortunately, yeah, you find yourself rocking a hard place. How do you somehow manage to clutch that one out? Wisla do well to survive until the end of the round. And again, not pushing in aggressively unnecessarily. Okay, at that point, the bomb has been planted, so you do need to get a little bit aggressive, get into your enemy's face a little bit. But before the bomb is planted, they kind of hold angles, and they manage to get quite a few kills just off the back of that. So Wisla will get themselves their first round in this OT. Oh, Heat. It's unfortunate. Well, I say unfortunate, obviously it comes with choosing your side, but they start OT on T side, and that's, well, unfortunate.
Yeah, they didn't want it to get to this point. But alas, it has done. Yoko is going to be in a whole heap of trouble. He is now dead. The rest of his team are going to have to try and bring this through, but they're going to be a little bit lackluster. Boddy is going to be able to find one, but Snatchy is going to be able to find another. Oh no, Boddy finds 3, and suddenly it's going to be down to Sobol. Like I said, they kind of just need to find one round. If they could do that, it'd be absolutely beautiful. Boddy failing with that Molotov, but hey, it doesn't really matter. He just has to hold on to this angle. Bomb is going down. All they have to do is now deny this player, Sobol. Not really being able to clutch other rounds. It's been other people in his team, but HEETafroo going to be looking to go in for this peak. Just holding this angle. Don't go aggressive. Let him come to you into your crosshairs, and bada bing, bada boom. Taken out by Lucky.
All right. Back and forth, and that kind of has been the story of this map to a certain extent, so unsurprising to see that. But I do like this pincer maneuver that they created here. I think that a big problem is Wisla give up a lot of space to like on the A side from main, so it's easier to have that wrap around, and obviously the timing on it is also really important. So Heat are able to get themselves into a really good early position. Now Wisla not looking to make that same mistake again. Really good map control here.
Like you said, it is something they have given up a bit of in the past, but honestly, I think they do it as part of their strategy. They want to be able to close line in and really choke hold Heat side, and they've done that fairly well in previous rounds. Low pace for Heat. I don't know if this is going to be working out for them. I think on the T side, their main success has been the a little bit of a faster paced execution to then slow it down, try and take control of it, and at least find a couple of kills. But we are a minute in. Keep in mind, Heat multiple times have lost due to the fact that time has gone down so fast. And the executions usually take quite a long time to go through at this point in the match. Smoking outside, Snatchy's going to change position. He's going to be playing aggressive instead. It's going to be a distraction, actually. Second smoke, well, third smoke rather, is going to be going outside as well. Boddy, he's going to be up above. Yeah, 40 seconds left on the clock. Snatchy, he's going to be playing super aggressive on this one. He's going to be able to spot out Boddy as soon as he peeks out from silo. Super dangerous for them to do anything now. Most of the utility gone on the side of Heat. They've got a bunch of volleys left, but only one smoke. Here comes the execution. Volleys going outside. They're trying to choke them out, but He's going to be in a perfect position. Finds one Sobol with another, but the trade's going to be coming in. Body from outside. He's going to be able to take out Snatchy. And another one to jedqr again. Last player left alive, but it's going to be a 2 versus 1 situation instead. Body going to have to hold up in towards heaven, but he's not quite sure where this player is. The AWPer is going to be coming through. Vero takes down one. He drops down. Quick succession. 1v1. All down to the wire. Body gets the kill. Oh, fantastic plays. And we're going over towards the second half of the overtime. And Sam, this is a spicy series.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we had overtime, it actually went to the 18, so we knew we were already on match point, but this has been a little bit more closely contested. And, you know, that last round from HEET, it was one of those rounds, again, where they play a little bit more slowly, they bait out some of that utility, and then they push in, and they kind of hold their ground quite nicely. I don't know, given how back and forth this has been, I'm really curious to see what Wisla are going to be able to do on their T side, because we noticed that it wasn't as strong as it could be. It was strong, don't get me wrong, they did manage to string together a few rounds, but HEET definitely felt in control for the large majority of that first half. So we're going to have to see here, have Wisla learned a couple of tricks in the last hour or so? Have they come up with some new ideas? Are they going to lean into the rushes that we saw? Are they going to lean into the slower plays, baiting out that util? Are they going to be leaning a little bit more into the pincer maneuvers? And, you know, we saw that work out a couple of times as well. Snatchy going, I think it was Snatchy. Was it Snatchy or Sobol taking that outside approach and then creating those crossfires? Hopefully we see a little bit more of that creativity again.
Hopefully so. As well, have really impressed me. Just for anyone who are joining us or just haven't really paid attention, he absolutely smashed as well back in what is it? It was the playoffs, like at the very start of the playoffs in the upper bracket quarterfinals, and on that one they beat them on overpass 16-10, and then HEET then went on to go and beat Wisla on Inferno 16-9. And keep in mind, he didn't bother picking Inferno. They picked they picked another map, which was a huge struggle for them on Dust 2. They only just managed to bring it back around thanks to their T side on Dust 2 being absolutely terrible. And that was thanks to actually Body picking up 42 kills. I'm definitely interested to speak to him and ask him what kind of went on between Dust 2 and Overpass, where on Overpass he got 9 kills.
Well, that is, of course, assuming that HEET do clutch this one out. I'd be really excited to see Wisla win it out. Not because of any, like, particular favoritism towards either of these two teams, but just because in Season 38, Wisla lost to HEET 2-0. In Season 39, Wisla lost to HEET 2-0. In Season 40, in the upper bracket playoffs, like you mentioned, Wisla lost to HEET 2-0. And call me a sucker for an underdog story, but I love to see Wisla get the opportunity to push back. I mean, HEET very recently beat Fnatic. It was on Inferno, their best map. HEET's, obviously. It was in overtime, but they did it. And Wisla, if they can bring out a lot, okay, transitive properties aside, it shows such growth.
Well, let's see if they've got that growth shown on the T side, where they really had a lot of trouble. They lost for, 10 rounds versus HEET on the first half. See if that's changed around. Body, it's his time to shine. 35 kills so far, looking to make that even more. He knows they're coming over towards him. Shpiro's going to be peeking out. The flash is going to be coming through as well. He's going to turn around, gets a headshot, but not the kill. He's going to be damning. They take out a highly effective player on the side of HEET. KDs aren't quite ready, right on every player, so just ignore them. Exercise isn't on 0-0. That would be hilarious and somewhat impossible, but Afro gets Snatchy. It's a decent kill, but still needs to be doing far more than that. Oh, Goofy. He's going to get tagged down. That is not what you want to be seeing if you're him. 10 HP, 9 HP. That makes these M4 so highly effective versus you, but hey, you're an AK. All you need is one shot. Just, you know, hit your shots. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Afro, a little bit unsure on himself in this situation. Can't really be sure who's coming from where. Exercise is going to be going outside instead. This is going to be a good position. They're going to be pushing through Secret over towards A main. He might well catch them off guard. Here's the first steps. He's going to take one. Looking in for the second one. He gets 2 kills. Going in for the third one. He gets them. That is huge. Shpiro is going to be the last one left alive. And he's going to be going from hell to heaven. Looking to see if he can clutch this one out. And it's not impossible. It is impossible. Yeah, 10 seconds left, essentially. But, you know, wanted some hope.
Well, Exercise had a bit of a quiet one, but in that round, he manages to get a nice little 3k for his troubles. We talk about really fun pincers, and it was an unexpected one, but it was a powerful one. Map control can be such an important thing. When you realize there's no one in lobby, there's no one in ramps, there's only a couple players left, you can go on a bit of an adventure. You know, channel your inner Bilbo Baggins and go see what you can find. And there you go. He nets himself 3 kills and helps net his team the round. Perfect start to this second half of OT, and Heat another on match point.
All they need to do is get one more round. Obviously, first to 19. Let's see what they're going to be able to do. The push is going to be coming through. Exercise going to be up above, and he's looking to go for the spray. He's going to be able to find one. That's going to be the bomb holder, but Sobol's going to be able to take him down instead, and Body's going to be over towards site near the bench looking to find a kill, but no, he's going to lose his body. And now we're going to be seeing these last two players seeing what they could do on the CT side. Heat going to be looking to peek in. The bomb has gone down. He's going to find the first kill, looking to go in, but doesn't quite account for the player right next to him. He's going to drop it now. 3 players left. Afro, the world is on his shoulders. He doesn't count for the player to his left again, but they're going to be passing like ships in the night as he carries on pushing, trying to find a single player to try and even this up, but it's just not going to happen. They fail to close this in. He has an AWP in hand, though, looking to find on this front, but nope, he's shut out. Fantastic execution by Wisla.
And a stay of execution as well. Body really putting his body on the line there, but unfortunately it's not going to net them the results that they would have wanted. This is still match point, though. So Wisla gonna have to pull out something really big here to take us into double OT, and that'll be our first double OT, I think. That's pretty exciting. Yeah, first double OT of the broadcasted A stream. I don't know what's happening here, to be honest. But it would be fun to see nonetheless. And as I mentioned, I'd love to see Wisla be able to kind of clutch this one out. See if they can make that happen.
Yep, Lucky. He's going to be able to get the first kill. Sobol's got a fool. Now he's going to be down. The rest of the players on the T side. Wisla. Disadvantage. For outside, it's going to be an execution, maybe a little bit of a distraction. Goofy lines up the smoke, going to be able to drop it off. jedqr just playing for information, waiting to see if anyone's going to be peeking in towards Squeaky. Smoke goes out towards Warehouse, second one as well, looking to block off the peek. Doesn't happen. It's going to be exercise with the first kill. That's going to be the bomb holder. We could be seeing the series close out here, but Snatchy finds the first kill. Find one from Goofy as well, but Exercise is going to be able to find a double kill. He's on a triple kill so far. Play for time. He's going in for the spray. He gets it. They win. They're going through to the next round. And we're going to be seeing Wisla go out the series, out of the league, as they lose out, unfortunately. But next up, Heat find their way to the upper bracket final, all the way up against Saw. What a gameplay. What a series.